everyone, I'm Angela. Welcome and welcome back to Angela's Fashion Mix. I thank you for being here. If you are new to the channel, welcome and welcome to day 2 of my 12 days of Christmas. I'll be sharing until the 25th a mixture of style tips, looks, DIY, Christmas, and a few other things. And that's what my 12 days will consist of. There'll be some long videos, there'll be some short videos. So there'll be a little something for everyone. I thank you for being here. And while you're here, go ahead and subscribe, like, and share the videos. Today's video is about what happens when you get to the point that you feel like you want to just get rid of everything in your closet. Now, that's probably not a realistic idea for most of us. But I want to share a few things that I think maybe would help with the transition if that is something you're strongly considering. So naturally, it takes time to decide what to do, what to give away. And what I would do is just take a hard look at what do you want to see when you look at your closet. What are the styles you want to see? What are the colors you want to see? And how much do you want to see? I've mentioned before that I like having a lot of things. I like a lot of variety. I like being able to mix and match in a lot of ways. So I like volume. Now, a lot of you may want less volume. And how do you get to that space? How do you decide what to let go of and when? I don't buy into the if I haven't worn it in a year or two, let it go idea. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just for me, there are a variety of reasons why I may not have worn something in a year. So I typically will have 2 giveaways a year, and usually in the spring and in the fall. There are a couple of women's organizations that I work with. So they get the bulk of the donations, and I will thrift some of those items and I will consign some of those items. That way I will get a little bit of money back from that process. So for me, the ways in which I decide what to give away, I take a realistic look at, do I still like it? Can I wear it? I'm not going to lose a drastic amount of weight to wear anything, so that has no purpose. And do I still like the style? So I tend to go through and just, some things I have just worn myself out with wearing. I don't want to wear it ever again. I like it, it fits, it's in great condition. I just don't want to wear it anymore. So those things naturally get donated. So when you're starting to feel a sense of frustration with what you have, sometimes that frustration can come from having too much of the same item, too much of a similarity in those items. One example is the animal print that I got from Amazon. I had that same print, a little bit different on the color, but not enough for me to have 2 that looked like that. So I got rid of the older one. I had 2 in black and white polka dot tops. The dot on one of them was slightly larger. I did not need both of those tops. So when you start to look at what you have, does it all start to kind of blend together and you feel overwhelmed because you're feeling like you're wearing the same thing over and over? That may be a great indicator that you probably need to weed out some of what those styles are. An example of that is during the summer, one of my friends said, Angela, I need you to come to my closet and just do something with it. She had gotten to the point of feeling like although she had plenty of things to wear, she was not happy with the choices that she was making for what she was wearing day to day. So she left the room and just kind of let me do what I thought she needed to be putting together. And I put together 2 weeks of outfits, including the accessories. She's a business owner and she has lots of meetings. So she wanted to just feel like walking into those meetings that she was walking in with her best face forward. So The result of that was I colorized, I put similar things together, and it was easier for her to walk into the closet to just be able to see what she has. And what she realized is she had a lot of black and white, and there was a great similarity from top to top to top to top to top. So, my recommendation to her, you need to pick the ones that you love the most and keep 5 to 7 of those. That's going to create space, but it's also going to get rid of those tops that you're just skipping over. So, I think a great way to decide what to get rid of is, are you looking at colors, one, you don't like, or colors that you never wear or don't think look good on you? If you don't like purple, then there's no need to have purple in your closet. If there's any other color, or if there's a print you really just hate, there's no reason to have that print in your closet. And I understand and realize that sometimes people give us things and we hold on to it because that person gave it to us. But if it's not serving us, then it's taking up valuable space in the closet. And part of the feeling of being overwhelmed comes from there's too much stuff. So if you can weed down from the things you don't want, don't like, can't wear, not gonna wear, or things that maybe are not in as great a condition as you would want them to be, then create a space for them for a donation. That way you can help somebody else enjoy those pieces. And that way you can really see now what you have left to really work with day to day. If I were going to make a huge transition and do a big purge, that big purge would be based on what I'm going to be left with that I know for sure, without doubt, is going to serve me day to day in some spaces that I need to elevate. It's going to also give me an opportunity to hold on to those pieces for some special occasions and those kinds of things. And sometimes we fall into a pattern of wearing the same things over and over, and there's a wealth of things around you, but you're going to the easiest thing because it was recently laundered, you know it's clean, or it was readily accessible. I also highly recommend, if you can invest the time to do so, and it's not going to take a long time. If you organize your closet based on sleeve length, or based on having certain pieces together, or all of your bottoms together, all of your tops together, all of your blazers together, versus having pieces mixed in and you can't find what you're looking for, even though you know is right in front of you, that can cause frustration. So if you take just a little bit of time to organize the closet that way, and also, if it works for you, it doesn't work for everyone. If you colorize from light to dark, or pull the prints and put all the prints together, those are ways that's one going to help you see what you have. So if you're not looking for a red top, there's no reason to go to that section. You're going to go to where your blue top is because that's what you want to wear today. That's going to simplify your life and cause you to be a bit less frustrated. So what I'm going to show you is what I would do if I was kind of starting all over, and some direction in terms of what I would choose and what kinds of pieces I would keep for my foundation to rebuild my wardrobe. So I would start with something that's going to give me a little bit of interest. And I think this time of year is good to reassess those things because of the fabrics, because of the weight, because of the layers. You can layer in a way. You can wear something you wore a couple of days ago and layer it differently and it still feel like something very new. So I would start with something in a print. Just give yourself some opportunity, because in a black and white print, it's going to be one of the most versatile things that you can have because it can go with a variety of colors. I always talk about a turtleneck. I would pull in a turtleneck, and it's going to go with a skirt, of course. Any bottom is going to go with. And of course, you can layer it with a jacket. If you're in the workplace, you can pull this look together very easily. You could wear it without the jacket or wear it with the jacket. either way, and that's going to give you one opportunity. Now, I will also, with that, have a black skirt or a black pair of pants where you can create a look from that. Now you're at possibly 3 outfits already, and that's going to give you that kind of look. You could just do a plain cami under here to give you one look, or you could do just a striped top. That's going to give you a nice ensemble there. Very corporate, very much for the office. And if you didn't want to do the jacket with it, you could definitely pull this off because of the style with regard to the tie. That would be very nice together with just the top and the bottom. Also, I would recommend having a variety of tops. Now, if you're going to be getting rid of an abundance of pieces, these are just some basic ideas for what to keep. Any particular style that's your favorite or your favorite color or anything of that nature, you're going to want to hold on to those pieces because that's where your looks are going to be created from while you are extracting and pulling out those things that are no longer going to serve you. So as you start to pull out gradually those pieces, these are the things that are going to get you through until you decide what you're going to replace them with. Add a little bit of color. Same skirt, different top, and of course, on a different day, you can definitely put the jacket in here, and that's going to give you another whole look. So that's what I was also saying about this skirt with a color, and you still are working this black blazer. It's just another look. This print is going to go well with a lot of different colors, and it's going to serve you well. And any print, anything in black and white, is going to serve you well with regard to what you can mix with it. I would also go with another color of pants, maybe 2 other options. You could do black, of course, but you could do gray. And gray is that neutral color that I would select because, again, it's very versatile. It's going to go well with yellow. It's going to go with a lot of colors. But I would go with the yellow. It's also going to go, and again, with this black blazer, that's an option. But also, it could go with a black turtleneck. You got that there as an option. It's going to go with the white top, still with the gray. And you're going to have a lot of versatility with those as an option. I'm using the black blazer a lot just for demonstration purposes. Clearly, you can use other colors, but just to show you how easy it is to transition with a few pieces to give you a variety of looks. You can see that will go with the white and the gray. And with the gray, on another day, you can definitely do a stripe look with that. So those are the possibilities with the bottoms and the tops. And if you wear dresses, I will also suggest throwing a dress into the mix. This is a little bit dressy. This could be worn to church, of course, but it's also great for work. This came with the attached pearls, which is a great way to accessorize without having to think about it too much, but great for the office. And you could throw on the black blazer with it on one day. You could do it by itself on another, or a black dress. I would also recommend, of course, if that other color blazer that you're wearing or that you held out, that will also go with the black dress. These are all pieces that I would consider holding on to if I'm planning to do a major purge to the closet. And for outerwear, I think that outerwear is a great way to camouflage. It's a great way to just layer for this time of year, and a great way to conceal. If you wore something 3 days ago and you want to wear it again today, outerwear is a great way to camouflage that You're changing your shoes, you change your accessories, and nobody's going to know it's the same pieces. So I would also keep out a leather jacket. And of course, this is the outerwear, but depending on where you're going, you don't have to, and if you don't have to take it off, it's going to be a great combination with your white top. It'll work well with the print skirt, or you can create a look with the gray pants. That's a nice combination there, just with the leather jacket. And you can also just throw that on with the dress, depending on where you're going. If you don't have to take off your jacket, that's going to be a nice look with the jacket. Very, very versatile. And I would also have a camel or brown or some variation of brown as an alternative. Again, we're going to be able to mix and match. That's going to go well with the gray. This is a wonderful combination in fall and winter. And you're going to be able to mix it with black, of course. And you're going to be able to mix that with the skirt to create a look there. And of course, depending on where you're going, this jacket is light enough to wear inside for a bit. So you can create a look there with these pieces. And finally, I would hold out two longer, a little bit heavier weight coats. This coat I showed you before, and I said it could be worn as an outer coat. I would use this as an outer coat to keep from wearing something much heavier, because as I layer, this is going to become a heavier weight for an outer option. I would also throw in a long camel in more of a wool type. It's long, it's going to give another option, and of course it's the outer piece, but depending on how long you're going to have it on, it's going to camouflage if you wore something before. So these are the pieces that I would have if I was going to do a really big purge. And I think they're all neutral enough. There's a little bit of interest with the prints, and there's also the opportunity to mix and match to give you some longevity on those pieces. If you're going to be doing this big purge and getting rid of those things that no longer serve you, because that's a good portion of your closet that you may not even ever touch, when you start to pull those things out, really think about what's left and whether or not you're going to wear it. If you never wore it, it's a good chance you probably wouldn't wear it. But something that someone gifted to you, you liked it, you just never got to wear it, pull those things out, because they're taking up valuable space in your closet where you could put in things that you actually love and will wear. So I hope that helps give some direction in terms of how to downsize a little bit without being frustrated with that process. And there's no time limit with regard to when you need to do something like that. If it's on your mind, just kind of start to work towards it. I hope this has helped with your thoughts with regard to how to purge and what to purge and possibly when to purge. But at some point, we have to let some things go. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you picked up something here of value. And I look forward to sharing more with you on tomorrow. Everyone, do have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.